All right, Cyclones, what's going on? Chris Williams here at Jack Trice Stadium. I am solo today. Brett Meyer is again on the road. He'll be back with us, I believe, next week. But we don't really need Brett today. We got a lot to talk about from that first half. 17-14, Baylor leads Iowa State. And go ahead and flood up the comments. I know there's going to be a lot of stuff on the officiating. Let's break down today's game. But I do want to thank our sponsors, Des Moines Eye Care, Ames Eye Care, and, of course, our friends at Carl Chevrolet. They are phenomenal sponsors, both those folks, from what we do here at Cyclone Fanatic. I care for the whole family, Des Moines and Ames. Dr. Kruger and the team has you covered. Go support our supporters. Same thing. In the need for a vehicle, new or used, my guys at Carl Chevrolet, Carl Auto Group, take great care of it. All right. We'll get to the officiating. I have like an entire page of notes. This has been a really eventful game thus far, and I will say that the officiating here, they've missed so much. It's not just the targeting. It's not just that blasphemous personal foul. They've missed so much when it comes to holds. When it comes to, Baylor had a running back like move before the snap. They didn't call it. These guys are. They've been so bad. I actually feel pretty good about where Iowa State is based on everything that's gone wrong. Yards per play is a bit skewed. Baylor's had some pretty good pass plays. What's fascinating to me, and this is where I feel okay about where Iowa State's at right now, the Bears, one of the top rushing teams in the country, averaging 2.9 yards per rush. They can't move the ball on the ground. If you've watched Iowa State football enough over the years, and we have incredible fans here who join us with Cyclone Fanatic each and every day, you guys know that John Haycock's defenses tend to get better as games go on. That's what was so disheartening about the targeting call that got Bo Freeler out of the football game early, followed up by the horrendous unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, is that Iowa State was going to get a stop, right? Iowa State's defense usually will give up a touchdown or a field goal in that first drive, and then they clamp down. That wasn't the case. The crowd was on fire. Actually, the worst of them all was the Anthony Johnson penalty. That was the worst call. That was the below the waist thing. He got hit in the shoulders, for God's sake. It was horrendous. Just absolutely horrendous. I agree with Andrew. Malik Verdon is flying all over the field. You said it very well, Andrew. Well put. Note that I have from the first half is the corners. TJ Tampa, Miles Purchase, and tackling. My God, these guys tackle. These young guys in Iowa State secondary, this is a really, really good secondary. I know they've given up some big plays, but I think that schematically, John Haycock will do a lot to take that away from Baylor in the second half. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm okay with this. I would rather that than Baylor be averaging 5 yards per carry on the ground. Right? So this is – listen, I know that it's frustrating, and Iowa State should be leading right now. I'm with them. That's not the case. So then you look forward. Now, the one note I would have that is a little disheartening, Hunter Deckers has been really good, 12 for 15, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2 misses on third down that were critical. Put Iowa State 2 of 5 from third down, but he did make some nice plays too. I do like – it's starting to feel to me – it hasn't been great. Iowa State's not running the ball great. What's a 2.5 yards per rush? So Iowa State not moving the ball on the ground. Some of that's skewed. You go down to the goal line, right? Playing on the short field. But I do think that Jirel kind of – he's got the juice back there, right? Like he's the guy at running back right now. Norton got the one series. Didn't get a lot of action. He had 1 carry. Jirel, I was really glad to see him pop up. It looked like he got the wind knocked out of him, something like that. But But again, it feels to me if Iowa State can continue to keep that Baylor running game in check, I'm okay with Baylor getting away from the run. I feel like that's how you get a key turnover down the stretch. Matt says, even what you're not seeing live that we are on TV. Yeah, no, you're right, Matt. Everybody could read that. It's a great point. And Hunter's a badass dude. I was telling some folks last night at the tailgate lot. He's a badass dude. If I was ever in a bar fight, I would want Hunter Deckers on my side. Confident, cool, and he's held his composure. Just pointing out those were two key third down misses. But he made up for them in other ways. Offensive line, not its best game, but not bad either. Campbell's losing his mind. What are some other notes that I have here? Yeah, I feel okay. Like I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm crazy confident, but I think this could have been a lot worse. You could have seen a team melt down when all that goes against you. You could have seen a team lose its mind, lose its composure. That didn't happen. This is funny. James, I was thinking the exact same thing, my man. Campbell's the exact opposite of TJ on the sideline. If you heard the interview, the podcast with TJ Otzelberger from earlier in the week about sideline demeanor, I almost texted TJ in the middle of it and said, I don't think Coach Campbell's listening to your advice. Let's do a little this is great, Tony. If Iowa State gets another personal foul, does Campbell give the ref a stone-cold stunner? Cheers to that. This is Diet Pepsi. You guys are probably enjoying a lot more than I am right now. Let's do a little Big 12. Hold on, let me get – for some reason it's not on my Big 12 page anymore. Y'all just hang with me 1 second. TCU, one of my locks of the week, 28-14 leaders over SMU right now. TCU is better than you guys think they are. I'm a firm believer, and y'all know how much I love Gary Patterson. I've talked about him for years. It was time. It reminded me of the end of the McCarney era, where we all loved McCarney, but a change needed to happen. We all loved Mac, but it had run out of gas. I agree with Justin. Kansas is legit. This is not they're going to limp their way into 6-6. Kansas could win 8 games this year. Next week is going to be a brutal out for Iowa State. They lead 21-13 over Duke. Here's my thing on the targeting. I don't think any of those calls should be targeting. Like, you guys who are tweeting at me about, why isn't it on Baylor? I agree, because it's inconsistent, and the officials in college football aren't good enough to be consistent with it. There's just no discretion, and that's the problem. Bro Freeler, even if you're going to call targeting on that, whatever. If that's the rule, he should not be ejected from the game. There was zero bad intent with that. There was a play towards the end of the half where Colby Reeder was trying to tackle the quarterback, and he was hesitant because he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how he could hit the guy. So probably the way to do it is what basketball does, right? Where you can go to the monitor and it's an F1 or an F2. And then you decide if there's an ejection or not. That's how it should be done. There's just zero discretion in it, and that's the problem. I'll be back after the game. Hopefully y'all are very happy. It's much more fun for me to do this when you guys aren't mad at me. And you tend to get mad at me when Iowa State loses, and I don't understand because I want Iowa State to win, and I don't have any control over it, but you guys get mad at me. And I don't want you to be mad at me. I want you to have a great day because that'll make me have a great day. It is 17-14. But again, both of Baylor's scoring drives were aided by those horrendous calls. Right? So it's like, it's very frustrating. I understand. I understand why you guys are frustrated. I understand. All love, Andrew. All love for you, brother. Ryan calls me the nicest guy on earth. Thank you. It's about time somebody realizes that. Will you tell my wife? Carl Chevrolet, Carl Auto Group, we love you. We love my friends at Ames and Des Moines Eye Care. Dr. Kruger, look, I've got polarized sunglasses on today. You would be very happy for me. Wait a minute. Aaron says that I'm the poop. I'm the poop? Is that a... Are you saying I'm the shit? Or are you saying I'm like poopy? Robert's predicting the Clones in the second half. Justin says, I like the Clones in the second half. I do too. Oh, he says I'm the shit. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate that. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. So everybody say hi to Jacqueline real quick. Look at her. She has new hair. Isn't it pretty?
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to go and drain the old radiator here at halftime, get some popcorn. We'll talk to you guys here in a bit.